Welcome. We men have a lot of power. We just don't really exercise it. I will give you an example. If you want marriages to get better and divorce rates to become lower and lower, you should, for example, start exercising prenuptial agreements. Oh, but girls are going to say no. Of course, because they'll lose power. They'll lose leverage. They want to have you on a leash like a good puppy, you know. All that matters is your wallet and that you're addicted to gooning, to sex, because they'll use that to manipulate you, the sex monster, the goon monster, right? And at the end of the day, whether you like it, you hate it, you love it, it doesn't matter. You have to have self control. You have to be able to see beyond temptation. I know this sounds like I'm preaching from the Bible or whatever, but I'm being honest with you. Dead ass. There's nothing wrong with enjoying, you know, sex. Sex is normal. We want sex. We want to be with girls, you know, and have intimacy with them. There's nothing wrong with that. Also, there's nothing wrong with gooning. But becoming a slave to the gooning and to the simping and to the money spending on girls is going to destroy your life. You'll end up with no future, no past, no present. You'll end up completely destroyed. You're going to be a beta for the rest of your life. No one will really like you or respect you. You know? People will look down on you. You'll be pathetic and pitiful and disgusting and ugly and all those bad things. But there's a way to combat that. There's a way to fight against the excessive, behavior. That way is finding your true self, finding what makes you feel good without destroying yourself. Video games, maybe a hobby, maybe drawing, maybe making music. Those are healthy things that you can do. Maybe spending time with friends, getting to know friends if you don't have any. Maybe trying to socialize and get out there. It's not as difficult as dating, honestly. Getting friends, no. And they can be there for you and they can help you become a better person. And without a group of people that share part of your ideals or that have faith in you because you're a leader, you're someone that is trying to build something, then your life will be practically garbage. I am working on a game. I said it before. And I lead a lot of people into doing what's right for business. For business, right? And I have confidence in what I do, in my decisions, in how I teach people, in what I choose to do. I have self-control. Do I goon? Yes, I do goon. We all goon. We're humans. Of course I do goon. Do I enjoy having sex with girls? Yes, of course. Of course I do. If I can have sex with a girl, I won't say no. I'll say yeah. Will I like to have kids and a family? Of course. But that won't be the make it or break it point. It won't be like a deal breaker in my life. I won't look back and be like, oh, I'm so sad. I'm so lonely. Oh, no. Oh. No. You're like, oh, you're coping. Cap. At this rate, no, I won't really tell you that I'm coping or capping or whatever. I'm being dead serious. I know it's hard, brothers. I know it's hard to stop gooning, excessively, to control your urges because we are like animals. We desire sex, we desire companionship, we desire intimacy. I understand that. No saying, yeah, just stop gooning, bro. Just go to the gym, bro. Like, yeah, no fap, no not November. Like, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that you have way more power over what happens in your life than you think you do. A lot of people don't know, but all they have to do is try. Distract your mind from the toxic thoughts inside of you. If you focus on doing other things, then maybe you can stop thinking about gooning, 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 simping, simping, simping. I need a girl, I need a girl. I'll talk to a girl, I need a girl, I need a girl. And you'll be like, okay, what do I want to do? Okay, maybe I want to stream a video game, or maybe I want to hang out with my friends, or maybe I want to eat this food, or cook this, or do that. And people say, well, not all people can do that, you know? Some people are just like, yeah, if I have no girl, I don't want to do anything. I don't want to do anything. I'm useless. Nobody loves me. I'm alone. I'm an insult. Da da da. I'm talking, but I'm talking to those who have the potential, the capability. I don't know every single member of my audience, every single person that watches my videos. I don't know them personally. But you know what I know? I know that everyone has the potential to improve their lives just by making the right decisions, just by not falling into the temptation. And I'm not being biblical here. No, not gonna get biblical on your ass. I'm just saying that the moment you seize control of your life, you'll see that things will get better and you'll feel better about yourself and you'll be able to have healthier relationships. You'll be able to learn how to improve yourself. Because no matter, like, if we are going to talk about pills, black pill, red pill, whatever, those pills have something in common. They want you to improve yourself, or to accept yourself, or to love yourself, to do something with yourself that's going to put you on the right track, or to accept reality, to adapt, to evolve, to do better overall. The black pill, for example, I'm not going to talk about all the pills, but the black pill is like, well, from what I heard, maybe I'm wrong, but if you're not born a gigachat, you're a oofy doofy, a beta male, sub 5 in like the rating you have as a male, like from 1 to 10, and you're gonna live a very bad life. You have to get facial surgeries and this and that, and it may not work, but you have to take the risk because all that matters, right, is trying to become a gigachat, to mug other people, to become better looking, to become like a 7 or an 8. But at the end of the day, looks don't last forever. You have to understand that, right? And a lot of black pillars, they say, oh, well, if you're okay with being alone or all that, you're coping. No one is okay with that. And you can't really generalize. You can say no, and you can say most people, and I will be like, yes, I agree. Or no one is fine by being alone or by just having their friends around them. No, I wouldn't really say so. I know a lot of people who don't want to have kids. Do I judge them or I tell them, you're stupid, stupid? You're wrong. You don't want to have kids. You're wrong. A lot of very successful, very good looking people with a lot of opportunities, they choose not to go uh, on those paths because they just don't want to. And they have complete control of their life in the way that they can exert control. That's what matters. That's what growing up is all about. You know, learning and evolving and becoming more mature is knowing that eventually you won't have your family around you. You'll need to start thinking about your future, about your decisions, about maybe getting a job, maybe going to school, maybe this, maybe that, maybe streaming, maybe starting into indie games, maybe whatever you want to make. The world is yours. Like Scarface. The world is yours, amigo. Some warriors won't make it. Some warriors will very sadly and unfortunately, brain fart. Some warriors will unfortunately, brain fart. Some warriors will unfortunately die. They will, and that's fine. You have to accept that you'll have your positives and your negatives. For example, I just botched saying unfortunately several times. I'm not crying over it. I'm making fun of it. I'm laughing. That's all, friends. That's all, folks. And I move on. And I kept trying to say unfortunately until I said it. And now it's easy to say. You see? Simple things like that. You have, you need, you must seize control of your life. Maybe you're never going to love yourself, but accept yourself. Learn to live with who you are. Understand your potentials. There's a lot of liars out there on the manosphere or whatever. They're saying, well, maybe not the manosphere, but maybe like dating coaches and this and that, like I mentioned before, who are like, if you work hard enough, you can be a 10 out of 10, looks wise. Be more confident, get more game. No, you have to be realistic. I'm not saying like live in the Lululand. But it's not all about looks. It's not all about money. You could be the hottest man in the world. I have all the girls in the world like screaming for you and this and that. Simping for you. Because girls do simp. Especially for the bad boys. For the GigaChat bad boys. And if all you're pursuing in life is, well, pussy, then it's going to be a very shallow, very boring, very uninteresting life. Like, people will be able to tell that you're boring, you have no charisma, you're not interesting, and that whenever you try to give advice, you're basically gaslighting people because you were born with certain things that give you an advantage. And people won't be able to relate to you. What do you do, Johnny? Oh, well, all I do is, have sex and mock people. That's it? That's all you do? Yeah, I do it. And I don't know. I don't really work. Girls pay for me. Because I'm a bad boy. Maybe I'm in jail, da da da. And it happens. I'm just giving you a random example. When I see, you think that when I see people that are like supermodels, both boys and girls, well, males and females, do you think that I feel jealous? Not really. People who do better than me, I analyze them. And when there's someone who's really a person I can relate to, I get inspired. I feel better. I feel like if I work harder, then I will definitely achieve way more things. So, yeah, that's how I feel. Hopefully, this video hopefully gives you something to think about. Hopefully, it provides something to learn from. Hopefully, it makes you at least think, at least analyze your surroundings, your friends, your relationships, the way you're acting, the way you're approaching people. You are going to think. And that's important. Maybe you won't do something right away. Maybe you'll do it the next year. Or maybe you'll never do anything. But some people will. Some people will follow my advice and they'll ask questions. And they'll also ask for more advice. They'll want to improve. They'll want to, you know, be better, do better. Right? We have to start being the change. Girls nowadays, they act horrendously with boys who aren't really the ideal Prince Charming. They bully them, they insult them, they're nasty. They can make you feel like deleting yourself. I know what it's like being rejected in such a cold, bitchy way. I know what it feels like. I've been there. But you know what's the solution? If girls say that they hate men and they don't want men to approach them, obviously they're referring to the Giga Chat because girls for the most part are never honest. Hopefully they start being more honest. Instead of saying, "Oh, I want a kind guy who's like wholesome, who's like sweet." Uh they're probably gonna complain, "Oh, your dick is too small. Oh, you're not tall enough. Oh, you don't make enough money." Like there's always something because of how society is. But if we stop enabling the current society, society is going to start changing by force. Because whether you like it, you love it, you hate it, us men have the last word. We were the ones who approached the women, who gave them rings, who married them, who fought on wars and sacrificed our lives so the people that were the next generations to come will have a peaceful life. And we do have a peaceful life. Then maybe we need more hard times. Maybe we need to struggle. Maybe girls really need to struggle and feel despair and feel loneliness so they can understand. And there will be people that are going to say, "Oh, they will never change." Then humanity won't really survive, will it? Then humanity is destined to perish. Interesting perspective, huh? I do have faith that people will learn and they will change and they will adapt because no one wants humanity to become extinct. Not even the boss bitches who are like, "Oh, I'm independent. I don't need no man. Hell yes, like Queen. Shit." Even they don't want that. So think about it. Think about it. Whatever you do, whatever you decide, as long as you're feeling satisfied with your actions, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. No regrets. Yes, and I said it badly, making fun of Postal. No regrets. None. Zero regrets. Well, now I'm gonna say it normally. No regrets. Well, there will be some regrets. You will have some regrets in life, but the ideal thing is to have, you know, the less amount of regrets possible. And yeah, so keep on fighting, warriors. Keep on the good fight. And one last thing, I know this video was all over the place and I wasn't really specific about certain things. And it can be interpreted as me yapping, Japanese, arigato. But think about it. Like, I'm not really yapping. What I'm saying has meaning. And maybe you can interpret what I'm saying in a different way. But whatever, as long as it's something positive, as long as something positive comes from this video, you know, then I'm happy. Peace!